We're back with part 2, episode 22. I'm Brownlee.
Daniel.
And we got Patrick with us.
Thanks for having me back.
Well, sweet cheeks, Patrick.
I don't know if I was so sweet that one night I came over at 3 a.m.
Hey, we took care
We're
of
going to wrap it up.
All right, let's get back to subject.
What was the subject?
Brownlee at the lake.
No. Brownlee at the lake is Brownlee at the lake demon time.
We're gonna leave it there.
Yeah,
I don't even think Lucifer himself would allow that to be demon time.
What'd you call it?
Whatever's worse than Lucifer in hell. I don't know.
West Point time.
Yeah. West of hell. I don't know. Like something.
Oh, we're just gonna leave it at that. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna stop there.
Yeah.
So what are we moving to?
So
Well,
we was
y'all
talking
brought me
about.
for a reason.
So are we done with cheers and jeers?
Yeah.
I didn't do my
What's your
jeers.
jeer?
Yeah.
My jeer was right before I left work today. I got called in the office and was told I got to work 4th of July.
Yeah, which is
This will be out after that, but
You know what I told them one time? They
You
told me
looking
that.
for a job? I'm hiring.
Me too.
um,
Mine's not as fun.
well, I mean, I'll tell you, like
You play golf. I don't work for you.
I've been pushing a lot back at that location, so it's been pretty fun for me.
All I can tell you.
Because listen, all I can
He's doing a good job. That's all I got to say.
all I can say is like whenever I first became I'm not a manager here, but I did retail management for like 17 years, and
He's that old.
and a majority of that experience was from
You're older than Brownlee?
yeah
Oh shit.
was at the world's largest retailer, Walmart, and their training as far as it goes for management, as far as like what you can say, what you can't say, HR policy, like they're training for that because they have so many lawsuits that they get put in. Like they're training for that, and so when these people come to me and they ask me a question, like they came to me just a few days ago and tried to give me a key to the place, and I said right in front of everybody, they were like, I'm going to have to go ahead and decline that, and they were like, and he was like taken back by it because this guy. He's a real strong personality from other people that have worked there, and a lot of the people there are scared of him. And they were standing around, and I was like, I'm going to have to go ahead.
I'm not scared of. I'm scared for him.
I was like, I'm going to have to go ahead. I'm going to have to go ahead and decline that key. And he was like, what? And I go, well, the way I see it, I'm not a supervisor here, so I shouldn't be responsible for that. And he was like, well, if nobody shows up, that gate's got to get open. And I was like, well, that's what you're responsible for.
Yeah, you're the man.
Because if I tell you right now, if that gate don't open, ain't nobody calling me at home. They're calling you at home.
Just saying, I got a solution.
Right.
Like at my office,
Yeah.
pin pad.
Yeah.
You don't need to call me to
Well,
get
that's still like him having a key though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's still the same thing.
Yeah, that's still the same
I don't.
thing.
I am an entry level technician.
Yeah.
That is not the responsibility that you should be giving to me.
Right.
And I said, now, if you wanted to go ahead and sit down with your boss and we could talk about getting a promotion and promoted to a lead technician, then I'll talk about taking that key. But if we're not going to talk about that, I'm going to have to go ahead and decline the key.
I've been through every step he's talking about.
And that's
at the same
how.
place.
And that's how I said it very professionally because I was trained to be able to respond like that.
And you know
You're
what? the
better
best
than me
thing-
because I can take it my responsibility.
Oh no,
Fuck you.
no. Let me tell you, right? But see, here's the thing: is like
That's why you have your own business.
right. I see
You
it
just tell
coming.
yourself, fuck
I
you.
see it coming because I've been on that side of that business for so long, and so whenever it happens to me, I just start smiling. Brownlee's been around. Like when something's going down, I just start smiling because I know that I'm completely in the right at this point.
I just laugh. I just sit back and
He's
laugh.
like, because he knows if I'm opening my mouth to say something about something,
Everybody's listening.
that
HR Eddie over here.
that I know that
Yeah.
whatever I'm saying is 100% right.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to come out here and stand in front of all these people and call you out for being
I'm only
wrong.
gonna buck if I have to buck.
We had a snow day there one time, and
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
y'all got on the tangent now.
Oh no,
nobody was coming to work.
We should have never went to work. That's how bad.
there was 3 of us that showed up. Wasn't it me, you, and Dustin?
Yeah.
3 of us showed up because we all lived right there.
Yeah, and that's the only reason why we showed up. And we should have never been there.
Yeah.
I mean, just like we should have never been there the last snow
Eddie,
day.
That was the problem. I had a key on the snow day, and I lived 2 miles away. Guess what,
But-
Daniel? Open the gate.
But at least he did show up also.
Oh yeah.
I do. Manager did show up.
Yeah.
He
Finally.
showed up.
But I mean, I told him I was quick to be like that.
Hey, I hate
that
it for
gate
y'all.
that gate opening. That's your responsibility. It's not mine.
That
I
when
hate
you,
it for all y'all because you could come play golf with me on
I
my
hear
work
it.
day, and that's
you don't
okay.
invite me, and I don't have
When
to
next
work.
time
I literally told you about September 8th.
Put it in my calendar.
Yeah, put it in mine too.
How am I supposed to add it to your calendar?
Get my
Put it in
phone.
mine too. Yeah.
When you have a key,
Where
it
you
happens 24 hours.
It's a VFW
No, thank you.
VFW golf tournament.
No, thank you. I'm not responsible for
Sign
that.
me up.
Well, I ain't good.
Sign up the poor. What
You think I'm good?
Person?
Sign up the local poor. We'll go.
Yeah.
I'm good at drinking beer on the
That's
course.
why I go golf. My son drives me around.
Dude,
Hey,
my
we'll get-
shoulder's
hey,
so messed up,
hey,
I can't even.
We'll
swing.
keep your son out of school. He can be our fourth. You know?
What?
We'll keep your son out of school. He can be our fourth person for the golf tournament.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta have
It's
four
probably
people.
on. Is it during the week?
You'll do
Yeah,
it.
it's on a Monday.
What
I got better day to play golf.
Oh, I'm off
Man.
on Mondays anyway.
Y'all need a sponsor?
I mean, I can set you up with the VFW to find out. They probably.
My father-in-law goes up. The one on 29.
Mm-hmm.
He goes up there a lot.
We the Veteran Club.
He goes up there a lot.
Oh yeah, they have some good beer up there.
Yeah, he never takes me though.
Probably embarrassed.
Yeah, probably. Anyway,
Back to Throttle Junkies.
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So Patrick, like exactly what is your status with Throttle Junkies?
So you want the short story or the long
Short.
story?
I mean,
He said short
it
so
don't matter. It don't matter.
I got a few other questions I'm gonna try to fit in.
Okay.
Okay. So my position is I am the vice chairman, vice president.
Okay.
Do you have a key?
So if you really want to go down that path, like again, we got a lot of sponsors. We got Abide that helps us out a lot. We got the Watering Hole. We got a lot of stuff.
Chicken wings. Bro. I know you looking at my chicken wings. Look at my
I
chicken.
gotta stop you for a second.
Dude, I'm sitting here wondering what the hell that was this whole time.
I looked over and I was like, what the fuck is that?
It's a chicken wing. I bought it somewhere.
I thought that was a chewed up piece of something just
Look,
sitting
you
on
can't
the-
imagine a razor key and a chicken wing. That's all you need.
Oh man. Okay, anyways, Patrick.
Where did I? Oh, I bought that in Panama City. Imagine that.
So you're gonna go get a flat instead of a drumstick
Yeah,
this time?
I will. I will to make you. I'll buy you one.
You gonna buy me a flat?
I'll buy you a 12-piece.
Oh man. Oh. So
Anyways, we're keeping this PG-13.
No, we
as
don't
a
have
minimum.
to. It's rated E for everyone. Everyone.
I specifically label it as not safe for kids.
Yeah. So,
Hell yeah.
Well, then I won't. Never mind.
oh.
So Throttle Junkies, man. Yeah, so I sit as vice chairman or vice president, whatever you want to call it. Labels are labels. Whenever I meet somebody, I introduce myself as just saying, "Hey, I'm Joe's right-hand man." Joe is the one who has been putting in the work. He has been the one that has, for the past year or longer than years. It's been about 5 years. He's the one that's created this to what it is. And Kyle Silverson. I can never pronounce his name.
Kyle.
Kyle
Yeah.
is the one who looked at Joe and was like, "Man, you're doing a lot of donation stuff. You're raising a lot of money. Before the IRS starts asking questions, you should probably legitimize this
IRS
thing."
has a payment plan.
Yep. So he so short story long is that Joe was like, "Well, yeah, I guess I got to do that." So he started becoming this nonprofit and Throttle Junkies for Vets by Vets. And actually, Joe and I met in July of 2024. I reached out to Joe with, y'all know my business and whatnot and what I do, and with the status that I have of trying to give back to the community. And I literally just cold called Joe, and I said, "Hey, man, I see what you're doing. I like what you're doing, and I want to be a part of it." He said, "All right, shit, come get drunk with me one night." No, I'm just kidding. I mean, what else
And
is?
both y'all are vets.
Yeah, we're both, and this is going to sound kind of bad, but we're not just both vets. We're also both Marines.
Yeah. Yeah.
They got crayons.
Yeah, we ate some crayons, we ate some Michelobs, we did a lot that night. And so I'll never forget, we met at the, it's closed down now. We met at the draft room in Turin going into Sonoy on
Shithole.
16.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's closed down now. But we met there, and that was the first time we ever met, and we started talking. And I was like, "Man, I love what you're a part of." He's a devil dog, I'm a devil dog, and we started going from there. And essentially worked my way up of just enjoying the camaraderie, the commitment, the being back together with other like-minded veterans and other Marines, and doing just little events and raising money, even though we didn't know what we were doing or how to do it. I mean, think about it. They call us crayon eaters, okay? You really think we knew what the hell we were doing? That's why we hired an attorney to draft up all the paperwork and everything like that. And so it was just getting started, and I was honored to be selected and, opted to be vice chairman, vice president. And I've been serving in that role since August, I believe. It's July, August of 2024. So,
No, it wasn't him.
and dude, we've just grown. I can't tell
That's
you.
huge.
Like we have grown so much. We actually, if y'all didn't know, we actually just celebrated our 1 year, June 25th. This past Wednesday, we celebrated our 1 year as an official nonprofit organization in Coweta County. And what we've done throughout the year, just so you know, it's very hard to, in the first year, give back to the community when you start up a 501c3 because of the lawyer that you got to pay in order to draft up all the legal paperwork and create a board and everything else, just everything that goes into it. And we have grown so large to this point. Joe and I let's see, I think it was about 2 weeks ago or so, Joe and I sat down. We went to Chilaka's at Thomas Crossroads.
Couldn't pick somewhere better than that.
It was lunchtime, man, We went to Chilaka's, Thomas Crossroads for lunch, and we sat there for 3 hours just talking about, like, dude, we have expanded so much. We need to restructure this. We need to rewrite this. We need to do this. Like, there's just so much that came with it as to how are we going to do it. And so now we're at the point where I think y'all have probably seen the post that we have now announced that we are restructuring our board to you have Joe as the president, myself as the vice president, and below us we're going to have 5 executive seats. And in those executive seats, you're going to have public relations, who's going to be in charge of social media, marketing, sponsorships, XYZ. We're going to have our secretary, our treasurer. We're also going to have somebody who just deals with operations and somebody who just deals with logistics. Because when I say we have grown that big, that's the point that we are at now. And we are now looking at, I can't tell you how many people from the Jeep community, the car community.
Joe texted me about the Razor. He's talking about doing Razor.
We want to do a Razor.
Like,
that was one of my questions. But anyway, go ahead.
I can't tell you, and we can get into it, but like I can't tell you how fast we have grown, which is great because rough numbers, looking back at the books, for being such a short form 501c3, if you're familiar with what that is, we have given back thousands of dollars to veterans in the community. And that can be anywhere from somebody needing help just to pay their mortgage or electric bill, who's fighting the VA in order to get their claims approved, all the way to, this is the one that touches us home for a lot of us, last year we spent about $1,200 to give a child the Christmas of his life. Last Christmas we paired together, shout out Bridging the Gap, and we paired up with a family that they had 4 children. 3 of them were all active duty, all actively deployed overseas, and the one child was still underage and whatnot and had a Christmas list. Just looking at the list, probably like a teenager. Bridging the Gap, I think, gave us a budget of a couple $100. Hell no. Like, nope, this kid will have the best Christmas. There ain't no way that these parents have lived through 3 children being actively deployed overseas. No. And their last child sitting at home and they're struggling with Christmas. No, this child will get the best Christmas. And that's just one of the things that we have done. But even just to touch on just getting the word out there of who we are and what we do, I won't drop his name, but when I start describing this and get a little emotional about this, because I've seen him grow in the organization as well. And so I've seen that the attachment of the organization has brought him. And I'll never forget that I met him in October of 2024. I met this man, and he was sitting at Sharpsburg Pizza, right? I was actually at a breast cancer awareness fundraiser, and just a man sitting by himself at the bar, and just started talking to him as I did, just ordering a drink and whatnot, and and however it got into conversation, started telling him I'm a Marine, and he pulls up his sleeve, and you see right there on his left arm it says USMC, and I was like, oh man, y'all got the poker chips that we give out instead of the business cards and whatnot. Y'all seen the poker chips? So instead of business cards, we give out poker chips that have QR codes on them. It gives you to their Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff, and that way you can follow us, see all the events that happen.
That's a good idea.
And so we started talking about just the years that he was in, where he went overseas, the years I was in, where I went, all that different just jarhead talk. And I was like, man, why don't you come to one of these events sometime, blah, blah. And he's sitting at the bar by himself, like, without trying to call him out, but that's not the best thing to be doing as a man that's in your 50s, is just sitting at a bar by yourself. Kids are growing, blah, blah, blah. Jarhead that's done things and gone overseas and whatnot. So, man, why don't you come join us one time? And got his number and information and reached out to him. We were upcoming to the Marine Corps birthday, which is going to be in November. And so I said, hey, why don't you come to Marine Corps birthday, blah, blah, blah. Booze for boobs. That's right. What the event was.
I'll drink
that. Yeah, cheers.
Cheers.
And so at the Marine Corps birthday, thanks to Abide for allowing us to host it there last year, he showed up and he enjoyed himself. Like, he was able to get around Marines again, get around like-minded veterans. And I can't tell you now an event that man has missed.
So that was my next question is, how many veterans come to Thursday Thunder that don't have a Harley or a bike? Do you think, is there a lot of people that do that? Like, they come to the event, like, wow, I don't have a Harley, and I like beer, that's why I show up. But
so you got to think back to the origins of kind of like how Throttle Junkies became, right? And so a lot of us, you've seen my TikToks and whatnot, is, when somebody asks, why do you ride a bike? Y'all heard my last episode of everything that I've been through and whatnot. Mm-hmm. And why do you ride a bike? And the biggest thing is it brings you back to a point to where you're comfortable being around death. And it's a therapy. Not saying it's a healthy therapy. I'm not saying it's a non-healthy therapy. I'm just saying it is ultimately a therapy.
Yeah. And
it's a camaraderie. And so as veterans, we miss that camaraderie that we had back when we were active duty with each other. And so to create a space for veterans to show up and have that camaraderie feeling again is our ultimate goal. And if we can do that while at the same time raising money to financially help veterans in the community, that is what we're trying to accomplish. And we've been very successful. And it's humbling to be sitting as vice president, because I've been sitting here next to Joe trying to help him grow this organization, trying to do what I can, but ultimately, like, the credit goes to him, man.
Yeah.
Like, that dude, when I say that dude literally blood, sweat, and tears, that man's going in for hip surgery in 2 weeks or so. Not trying to put all his business out there, but he's going in for hip surgery in like 2 weeks. And he's still out there walking around, shaking hands, kissing babies, setting up events, ordering t-shirts, the whole nine.
Yeah.
And it's with a limp and everything.
With a big limp. Yeah. Not trying to degrade him, but like with a big limp. And this is his passion. Mm-hmm. This is his goal. And not just the executive board, but also every just volunteer that puts on a staff Throttle Junkies shirt, or just a Throttle Junkies shirt in general, and goes out and talks about who Throttle Junkies is and how we operate, is getting the word out there. And that's ultimately what it is. And so I enjoy it to this day. I hope that I get reelected come January. We'll see how that goes.
Oh, are we getting to vote?
Well, if you're, there's some things being put into place, but,
can I write my name in?
There's
I work about 3 days a week.
Yep. So, I mean, me too. But anyways, that's top for another time. But that's ultimately who Throttle Junkies is and what we do in the local community, and I'm honored and humbled to be a part of it, and that for knowing how much of a baby that this is to Joe, for him to allow me to just even help him and be a part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what else you want to know? Is an open book about it.
Well, after we can do that after the podcast. We can talk. I want to get into some of the side-by-side stuff.
The side-by-side? Yeah. And that's definitely something that we're looking into.
That's a big community. Like,
Yeah.
it is stupid what people
yeah,
do
and
to have.
Because we probably can do like some fundraisers, like when we go riding and stuff.
and
At Indian Mountain.
Yeah.
when I said that we were sitting at Chilaka's for like 3 hours, it's
Mhm.
definitely something that we're looking into.
Yeah.
Is how can we almost franchise it, chapter it,
Yeah.
to where the monetary side is still going to meet the mission and the vision,
Mm-hmm.
but as well as also incorporate other organizations.
Mhm.
Because at the end of the day, when you see Throttle Junkies, for vets by vets, right? Right now you see motorcycles.
Yes.
But ultimately,
But that's not what it's about, though.
but ultimately, Throttle Junkies, when you hear that, you can
Some bitch didn't clock out. Anyway.
Throttle Junkies it can be a motorhead. It can be somebody like that just loves old classic cars.
Yeah.
It could be a Razor.
Mhm.
It could be
There's
A
a
Jeep?
shit ton of vets that ride Razors.
That's what I'm saying, is that it can be anything, because you look at the name Throttle Junkies. Anything with an engine, you can
Yeah.
put gas in and
Yeah.
you hit
Got
the
a
gas
throttle.
pedal and you
Mhm.
go and you get that adrenaline rush back in the day and having that camaraderie time. That's what Throttle Junkies is about.
Well,
And doing that in the way to share that camaraderie that I told you about, that one Marine that was at Sharpsburg Pizza. That is what it's about. It's finding those, not trying to call them out, but almost those lonely souls,
Yeah.
those lost souls in the community of the 15,000 or so veterans that are in Coweta County, and not just Coweta County, but also just throughout the state of Georgia, is how can we find them and let them know that we exist? And we come with open arms. Just come out, have a good time.
I'd like to go to lunch with you and Joe on the side-by-side thing.
Let's do it. Let's
I
do
got
it.
some ideas.
Let's do it, man. We're all open for it.
Because
So our next big event that we got coming up, this is going to be the second time, November 10th. Well, we're going to be doing it on November 1st, but November 10th is going to be Marine Corps birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Marine Corps is going to be turning 250 years old. I don't know if y'all know, not trying to put down any other branches or anything like that. Anybody who put on a uniform has signed a blank check for their life. But the Marine Corps is one that specifically celebrates their birthday religiously.
no.
I mean, we were born in a bar. Okay, let's just cut to the chase. We were born in a bar. That's where we were created. So here we're coming up on the 250th birthday. And have y'all seen that, well, if you don't know, being born in a bar, have y'all seen on TikTok and whatnot that they're going to be rebuilding Ton Tavern? That's where the bar that it was born in, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
I haven't seen it.
So there's a couple of TikToks. I'd have to look
Send
up
it
his.
to me.
Yeah, there's a couple names that just a little shout out to. He's now just got recently promoted to a master gunnery sergeant. He's out there in California, and I forget him. I've commented on some videos and whatnot of him, but he's a big Marine, active duty. He just got master gunnery sergeant, so congratulations. That's not an easy rank to get. But he posted a video that was about the Marine Corps birthday and that they were rebuilding Ton Tavern, and it will be opening on November 10th, 2025, for the 250th
That's gonna be
anniversary.
wild.
But when he did it, he was going out there and he was like, if you were a Marine, you are ordered to report to Ton Tavern, Philadelphia, in 2025. It doesn't matter.
Them Philly cheesesteaks be smacking on the streets up there.
Oh, man.
Lemon short.
So
Yeah,
where
that's
I'm
what
getting
they're
at with that is
That's them
November-
Lululemon shorts right
I
there.
know that's some of them crotch gobblers, man. What the
That's what I be
hell?
wearing. Sorry.
Man, them thing eating all his nuts.
Nathan is off of work, everybody.
God dang.
I just want to know if he finished his list. That's all because I'm not working.
Somebody cut my grass the other day.
That was
That's
him.
what I know. Okay, I was like, somebody
Somebody
cut
cut mine too.
That was him.
So what I'm getting at is we know that, hey, this is the Marine Corps birthday. And so it was about 2-3 weeks ago, I think. I texted Joe and I said, hey, man, how cool would it be if we could send a Marine and his spouse or a Marine and a buddy to Ton Tavern at the grand reopening for the 250th birthday? It's like, I like it. Let's figure this out. So November 1st at Abide Brewery, Noonan, Georgia, we are going to be having our Marine Corps birthday. That's what we're going to be celebrating.
Okay.
And if you'd have to scroll back on our TikToks, you see that we bring some Marines in. We do the whole cake cutting ceremony. There's ceremonial stuff that goes into it. It's not just a bunch of guys getting drunk and all this other stuff. We do the full ceremony and everything else. So we will be doing is a raffle off to send a Marine and their buddy or a Marine and their spouse, fully paid flight, hotel, to go up, be at the grand reopening of Ton Tavern in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Pretty sweet.
And all we ask for to RSVP, show up, pay your raffle ticket, and that's it. And knowing that that is going to be the trip of a lifetime for somebody.
Yeah.
And through that process of making a trip of a lifetime for someone, we're also going to be able to raise probably a substantial amount of funds so that way we can pour it back into the veterans in the local community.
Question: how much are the raffle tickets?
So we've been talking about it. We
Okay.
don't have a definitive answer yet because we're
Okay.
going to be doing it when you show up on November 1st.
Okay.
Okay. But there is something you will have to do. You will have to RSVP for the event.
So how do you do that?
So you can find us at Throttle Junkies for Vets by Vets.
Okay.
Right. You can find us on our Facebook page. You can find us on our TikTok. Instagram. You can find us on those pages. There's going to be a video coming out about it as well, probably off this podcast. It will help some. And as long as you register for that and show up on November 1st, you pay your due, whatever we decide as an executive board what that will be,
Okay.
then you will be entered in for that. Because we know we're working on a couple more kind of donations and sponsors. We're in works of trying to go with Delta, being outside of Atlanta, trying to get Delta to help us out some, trying to get Marriott Hotel to help us out some. It's difficult. We're just kind of a small little 501c3 local Georgia in the woods county, trying to just get some attention.
Talk to people.
Yep, that's it. And just got to find the right person. Maybe the right person hears this podcast and is like, you know what? I like what you're doing. I see what you're doing. And we open up our books to everybody. We got nothing to hide.
Are y'all going to raffle off anything else at the birthday? Like, they don't have like a raffle table? Because at Abide, I got messed over by Ducks Unlimited on a gun.
Yeah.
And that ruined me from Abide Brewery.
So I can't tell you how many businesses in Coweta County have poured out to us and have either donated their time, their equipment, their money, whatever it may be. The list of sponsors I could never get in through a 45-minute episode. Our biggest ones are Abide Brewery. The next biggest one's going to be, not next, they're all equal, Bottoms Up.
Watering Hole.
And finally, the Watering Hole. They're all equal. They all provide the same, here's the keys, whatever y'all want to do. But then we have other businesses and whatnot that donate, just common raffle items. We have members of the community who aren't even veterans, but their granddaddy or their daddy or their mom or grandmother may have served in this, that, whatever, and they'll donate the firearms. They'll donate a vacation. They'll donate whatever it is just to say, please put this back in the community, because they know we have built that trust and confidence in the community that they see the work that we're doing. And we're all volunteers. That's the other thing. We're all volunteers. There's nobody that gets a paycheck. Not trying to downgrade one of the biggest hospital organizations in the state of Georgia, who's a nonprofit, that gets paid very well. No one gets paid. And that's why we say we'll open our books to anybody. If they're questioning about sponsoring, or questioning about giving something, call me, call Joe.
So if say I want to donate 65 quart Yeti cooler for raffle, and will my name be on a banner, or is there? Do y'all have like the business name somewhere?
Yep. So we did the poker run recently. Did y'all hear about the poker run?
I heard about it. Yeah.
So
I tried to make it, but I was busy.
Yep. So the poker run, it was one of our biggest events that we have in the Throttle Junkies perspective of motorcycles related in June. And in that, what we did was we had many, many sponsors, shouted them all out. We had banners, allowed them to hang up the banners at the final ending spot of where the poker run ended. And that raised money to June's Second Chance Ranch, what she does with her organization. She raises money, or she allows veterans with PTSD to go ride horses and have a farm lifestyle to help cope with their PTSD. So at the end of the poker run, we were able to write them a $2,000 check, and our pictures posted on Throttle Junkies on our Facebook in order just handing a $2,000 check to them, so that way they got the funds that they need to help some local veterans. Tomorrow, if you ain't going to Cruising Coweta, I'm telling you right now, you're gonna miss out, because you're gonna miss out on a big.
I'm riding up there.
Looks like I'm missing out.
You're gonna miss out on a big.
I'll be there.
You're gonna miss out on a big message. Thanks to Trip for allowing us to get on stage and announce what we're going to be announcing tomorrow.
What time's the announcement?
That I don't know. I just know that we do have a slot that we will be announcing some good information at. So definitely either show up to Cruising Coweta if you're local, or follow it. I'm sure it's going to be on the live, either Facebook Live through Cruising Coweta or through Throttle Junkies 4 Vets by Vets. It will be on our Facebook page. And by all means, if the local pour throws it on there,
we'll be there. We'll figure out something.
We got some good stuff coming.
I got a birthday party at 2, but I'm gonna go there in the morning.
Yeah, we'll figure out something.
We got some good stuff coming that we're excited to announce. I just don't think it's necessarily my position to announce. So,
yeah.
Do y'all real quick? The watering hole, like Thursday Thunder next week? What's gonna be the gig for it? I know this past week was.
It was fun. It was a fun.
So
you and Tina won, man.
So we
your wife won the hot dog eating contest.
Yeah, so we try to do some unique stuff. We try to keep it entertaining and think of other things that are.
Don't be rubbing on me like that.
Keep it fun.
Shit, I pulled my shorts up to keep going.
So y'all were there 2 weeks ago. We did
yeah.
We did the weenie hanging contest that you had to have a.
Can we name that another thing? So there was a hot dog hanging from a string, and you had to ride your bike on it with your wife or girlfriend behind you, and she had to,
or anybody on the back.
She had to swallow a hot dog to win.
With whipped cream on it.
With whipped cream on the tip of it.
Yep.
We were on a live feed there. Apparently somebody mentioned that I was talking shit on the live feed, but that's not anything new. So,
but yeah, we do things like that.
What's
we
next
try.
Week?
Well, I guess you're gonna have to show up to Cruising Coweta to find out.
We'll be there. We'll be there.
I'm coming tomorrow.
You're gonna have to show
I
up.
will be there.
Everybody's gonna have to tune in to figure out what's going on next Thursday.
I'll be here. Y'all about ready to wrap it up?
Yeah,
I'm fine with it.
All right. Well, want to say thank you, Patrick, for showing up.
Thanks for having us. I can't wait to have for y'all to have Joe on here and talk a little bit more in depth.
Yeah, we'll get Joe on. Maybe we'll do a bite or watering hole or something with Joe. And
we'll go there. We'll go back there. Yeah.
I think Abide would be a great place to check out.
Joe's got a swimming pool. We'll go to his house.
Or we go to his house.
But I wouldn't mind sitting in a swimming pool, drinking beer.
We could podcast in the pool.
Either Joe's house or Abide. I think Abide doesn't. Sometimes they get as much credit as they do deserve. Like I said, they do give us $1 per pour. When we have events there, they give us $1 per pour.
Well, when I was there for Production Limited, I probably had about too many pours. So,
but just know, however many pours that you had, there was $1 that went right back, and those owners there, they signed the check.
Yeah,
the next
I'm friends
day
with one of them.
So, wherever y'all want to hold it next, we're down for it.
All right.
Thanks for having me, man.
So, Patrick, you want to tell everybody where they can find Throttle Junkies at?
Yeah, so you can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Instagram. You can find us on TikTok. You can pretty much, we're out there. I mean, wearing a shirt right now. We hand out poker
Ask one
chips.
of us. We can get you in contact.
We hand out poker chips like it's nobody's business. It's got the QR code with all of our information on it.
Yes.
So, yeah, give us a shout. Appreciate y'all having us.
I'm out.
Anytime.
To the
And
beach.
want to thank everybody for watching the local pour. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, finally TikTok, Spotify, Apple Pod, YouTube, and email.
Oh,
I can't remember the email.
Oh,
but
wait.
if you want to reach out, you can also email us.
Localpourpod@gmail.com.
Yeah. If you wanna
Sorry,
reach out-
you're probably going to have to repeat that again because I was laughing.
If you want to reach out to us, that's how you can reach out to us.
Or you can find us on Facebook, wherever.
Yeah.
I'm pretty known.
He
Or
loves
you
to
could-
talk.
Southside Land Management and Lawn Care. Just call them and you'll get in touch with me.
Yeah.
My boss will get you in touch.
You run the
And
My wife's my boss.
that's it. We're going 1-0.
See y'all.
That second part was good.